Hello friends, this is Nilesh Shaike, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering from Priyadarshini Indira Gandhi College of Engineering. Let us explore on Introduction to Artificial Neural Network. We know that nowadays many academicians, researchers, industrialists are very much busy in exploring neural network and seeing the phenomenal success and phenomenal inventions, innovations with the help of neural network. But the question that comes in the brain is why it was so. That means why so many researchers have moved to the neural network, and what was the problem with traditional programming approach. We are knowing that in the traditional programming, we are developing an algorithm. That means we are keeping the sequence of instructions. We are implementing the code of the algorithm, that means program. Uh, Here in the traditional programming, it is very much required that you know that how to solve the problem fully. That means you should know all the rules and regulations. And the more feature is that uh, you here the number of input parameters are fixed. That means suppose you are taking the example of a binary search, then you have to have sorted arrays, and the result is also very much predicted. That it will you are knowing that algorithm of binary search will work with the complexity of log to the base 2 of n. That means inputs are fixed and outputs are fixed and rules are also fixed. But if you are taking the live examples, daily life examples like facial recognition, speech recognition, digit recognition, or suppose you want to know the emotions from the text, you want to recognize the emotion from the speech. For that matter, we are not knowing the rules, nor we will be able to write such rules. And if even such as any intelligent person writing the rules, he will not be confident that, okay, these are the rules, these are the only rules. That means in traditional programming, we have to hard code the behavior of the program, hard code the rules. And for such type of problem, this was not feasible. So researchers have thought that why we are going to the traditional programming, because human beings are the most intelligent animal on this globe. And the way he is thinking, the way he is predicting, the way he is classifying, it was not how we are doing in traditional programming, because human beings are having the capability of learn. That means, according to Swami Vivekanand, learning is the ability of improving the behavior through the experience. Behavior here, it means prediction, and experience means the data. In order to understand this analogy, let us take example of a newly born baby. Newly born baby can know this is my mother, this is my father, this is my grandmother. Why how he is learning, how she is learning? Because it is continuously learning the touch of a mother, continuously learning the voice of a father, continuously experiencing the playing of his uncle, and from that experiences, means from that data, that means from that whole playfulness, it is predicting, it is improving its behavior. It is more day by day, it is getting sharpen and sharpen in predicting the person. This learning capability, researchers are thinking that if we are embodying, if we are incorporating this learning capability to the computer, then we will be able, someday we will be able to mimic the human brain. We know that, friends, human beings are taking the various inspiration from the universe. Like the human beings were inspired by the birds, it has invented flights. Human beings were inspired by the horses, it has invented locomotives and vehicles from that. Similarly, human beings were inspired by the beauty or the power of the neural network of human brain, and it has inspired to have the artificial network. Now, let us spend some more time on uh, uh, on the understanding what is neuron is. You can see if you are zooming or taking the picture of a neural network, this is an example of a single neuron. Now, you may be knowing that period of 1990 to 1999 was declared as a period of a decade of a brain. It was declared by the then president of USA, Mr. George Bush. And he has declared it as a decade of brain, that is because he wants to have a large discoveries on the brain. And the end result of this discovery or decade of a brain was, it was found that the neural network of a human brain was much complicated than the network of the telephone network of the world. So is the complexity of human brain, because there are more than 86 billion neurons in the brain. There are more than 100 trillion connections in the brain, and that is why we know that within a fraction of a second we can recognize a person that which we have seen 20 years back. Let us move ahead and consider the let us understand somewhat the neural working of a biological neuron. You can see here, this is a nucleus center of the brain. You can consider neuron as a cell of the brain, and this is a nucleus of that cell. And you can see here, these are the dendrites. These are the branches, that these are the dendrites from which the neuron receives the signals. Electromechanical signals are getting received through the dendrites. Then these signals are coming from various dendrites, and here it is summing up and taking some decision like whether to activate the another neuron or not. Such type of decisions, or rather in different ways, such type of functions are carried out in this neuron. And suppose you want that to fire to the another neuron, it will transmit that signal to the another neuron. This transmitter is called as axon, and then that message or signal will go to the different neurons. Now, talking about this analogy, consider the same analogy here, that we are taking these as a dendrites. Here we are trying to have the analogy of artificial neural network, just like with the biological neural network. Here you are taking the inputs, you were taking the inputs from the dendrites. And you know that we have 5 sensory organs. Human beings are gifted with 5 sensory organs like ear, nose, eyes, tongue, and skin. And suppose you are asked that you are sitting in the study room and you are asked that what is getting cooked in the kitchen. So from the voice of the pots, you can be very rightly predict that, okay, tea is being prepared in the kitchen. Here the voice of the pots meant ear of the human being is coming into the picture. But suppose a non-veg is getting cooked, then at the sitting, you may be sitting at the study room still by the smell sense. That means through the function of nose, you are predicting that, okay, this is a non-veg that is getting cooked. That means for the prediction of different recipes, our different sensory sensory organs are carrying out different contribution. Same style, here researchers have given it as a name as a weights. That means along with these inputs, we will be giving some weights like W1, W1, W2, so on up to Wn. And here, as you were summing up in the nucleus, similarly we will be summing up here the products of these inputs and the weights. And here, as I said that we were taking the decision, similarly we will be taking the decision from here. And we will be giving the output to the outside world or to the different neurons here. Okay, so is the analogy between biological neuron and artificial neural network. Here, in order to understand more clearly, let us take the example. Suppose you want to predict the price of a flat you want to purchase in your city. Now, what can be the inputs for predicting the price of a flat? Parameters may be like which location you want your flat, whether lift is mandatory in the flat, that means in the apartment. How many BHK you want, what should be the area of a flat. These parameters you will be giving from here. This is called as input layer. This is called as input layer, and this will be given to the neuron. Neuron, as usual, will be doing this calculations. Then we will be applying some functions, plus we will add the bias here. That particular concept of bias we will be covering later on. We are adding the bias here, and we will be getting some figure here. Okay, this should be the price of a flat. So such type of prediction of a numerical figure can be done by artificial neural network. Similarly, suppose you want certain type of classification. That means, suppose in the neural in the network you are giving the input as a velocity of a wind, humidity, temperature, and from the records it will be doing these products, and you will be getting the output as 0 and 1. That means you will be getting the result whether it will rain or not. So such type of functions will be done by the neural network. If you are having such only neuron without any hidden layers, only two layers hidden, this input layer and output layer, such typical structure is called as perceptron. Now talking about somewhat your activation functions. Activation functions are mathematical equations that determine the output of a neural network. That means, suppose you want to take the decision whether particular you want to fire the next neuron or not, or whatever the output that you have come at the output, you want that output in the range 0 or 1 or -1 to 1. That activation functions will be handed to you. So this, in order to summarize this, let us summarize what we have learned today. We are taking the input multiply by neuron's weight. We are adding the bias. Then this particular thing we are feeding to the activation function, and at the output we are giving the taking the result of the problem. So this way neural network are helpful for getting the numerical figures, prediction, how many millimeter it will rain, what should be the price of a flat. Such type of prediction, numerical predictions can be done. Similarly, classification can be done. Like suppose you are inputting the text, and it might be telling you, okay, this is a positive review, this is a negative review, or anger lies in this text, or disgust lies on this text. Such type of classification can be done by the neural network. So I hope this was useful to you. I'm offering my gratitude to you people for listening this video. Thank you so much.